All right, and welcome to First Toronto Stadium. We'll have to try and cap off a 1-0 game that went 9 innings. That was a really good one. Friends over at Game Day Live just finished that one. Welcome to another good one. It's Iran and Ireland. I'm CSX, joined along with Dan tonight from let me make sure I use it. TBS in. There we go. I didn't want to get it wrong. It should be a good one though. A lot of fans in attendance. Of course, they just came off this finish, which I'm gonna show y'all right now. Assuming everyone has probably seen it. Let me pull that up real quick. It was a good finish. I was watching it. We went 9 innings. It was a China over to the Bahamas walk-off victory. Have a look, our guys at Game Day Live on the call. I have one more look at that walk-off hit.
Waiting for play ball. Play ball's called. Owl throws the pitch. This one down the line. And China wins. This is Game Day Live. Logging off.
That was a walk-off 3-run shot to left. Game played in Miami. Back here tonight, though. Field is empty. These teams have been waiting to play. They don't have many players. It's only for the home team, Iran. Or rather, it should be Ireland home. Is that correct? Pretty sure it's... Should be Ireland home. I ran away. So for Ireland, it will be JNA Funtime, Mikey, and Talented Pizza 2. And for Iran, it'll be Matthew, Mocha, Pity, and this guy. Should be about ready. We're going to see the new equipment tonight. If we even get a game off, they still need players. Forfeit should not be accepted in the tournament. I guess while we're waiting, we could take a look. If you didn't watch it, the College World Series, you missed out on a great one. Duke and UCLA. Here's the finish. Me and Lightning
The
were on the call.
season 21 Silver Slugger winner.
Weehawk makes the catch for the second time ever. UCLA wins the College World Series. 6-5 the final. They complete the reverse sweep. We should be about underway. They only have 3 players. JNA Funtime will take the mound. He has good experience in many leagues. He'll be pitching for Ireland. Playing left field will be Talented Pizza 2. And I guess Mikey will have to find a position. He is in the stands. All right, they're going to take a sub. It's going to be Kag, the sub. Mikey is back, so they got their fourth guy. Beautiful ballpark. West of the Rogers Center. Dan, I know you have a good connection with the Blue Jays because you streamed them many seasons ago. That was about a year ago. Blue Jays PBL.
Yeah, well, obviously for the majority of the reason is because I'm Canadian myself, but I have to be real. I really like first of all, I really like the stadium. It looks amazing. They definitely put a lot of thought into the build of First Toronto, and I guess um, for the most part, right, I'm very glad that PBL has continued to make these great architects, and I'm excited to see what we'll have next because I know there's another stadium called Famed Regent, which I am interested in looking at in the future. We know that Mexico beat Puerto Rico today in that stadium, so we'll see how Puerto Rico will do in on April 7th. Apologies, just drinking water. Against Jamaica. I do want to mention something before we begin. Between the Iranians and the Irish, it appears to me that the Irish are more or less more stacked as opposed to the Iranians, as far as I know, players. But I am willing to see that both sides will have a fight in this game. So I think it's going to be a great one. See you, Rex.
Definitely. They played in this ballpark last night. This is the second, still group stage, second round of games they played yesterday. Tournament started April 1st. It'll be a 4 versus 6. Like you did say, this squad will have to thrive on JNA Funtime. What will he do? He is the starting pitcher on the mound. JNA, he's not a bad player. I can't say he's a bad player, but he's
He's
not
a solidified
the guy,
pitcher, in my opinion.
solid pitcher, but not the guy you want to be the leading of the team. You know, I think JNA in any league he plays in has always fit in as if he was a 2 guy with a 1 ahead of him, such a great player. Ireland will take the field.
Right.
Void the scoreboard
really
in the bottom right.
The Irish can try to build off the momentum JNA, but JNA really needs to pitch a good game against the Iranians because if JNA is their starting pitcher, then they really need a good amount of innings out of him.
He will take the mound. It's still 6 innings. We don't play more. They went 9 because it was tied. That's a long game. JNA will take the mound. Christian will be the leadoff batter. Play ball called. Quick look at tonight's umpires. Submitted earlier today. You got Brandon base, Sneg home plate. Other base to be determined. This game's underway. Christian leads it off. JNA is on the mound. That's 3 fielders in the outfield, and it's 2-0. JNA misses 2 outside, and he comes home with a 2-0. It's swung away and hit out to left center field. It's a favorable bounce, saved by the center fielder, and throws it on to first for out number 1.
Earlier, Christian wasn't walking because he thought he had a late swing, but I guess they're not going to call it on that. So, definitely off to an interesting start, but nonetheless, Fielder still made the play despite nothing being called by the Blues, so good awareness.
It's 1 out. Matthew the batter. Ball 1. And he hits one out near the same spot. It's in the left center field, and it gets stuck in, or it was actually into the glove. He's safe at first. It's the first hit of the game. And it's going to fall for the Iranians.
You know, this city of Toronto definitely knows a lot about balls being lodged into the wall.
That World Series crazy to think of. They were literally right there. The play at the plate, give credit to the Dodgers, but Toronto was inches away from winning it all right there.
Mm-hmm. No, I got over the loss after a few months, but I gotta say, since we're reminiscing about it, It is a little unfortunate that now former Blue Jay Isaiah Falefa didn't really have a big leadoff at third base during the play. But I really have to give credit, as you mentioned, credit's due to the Dodgers, especially Miguel Rojas, who, put him out behind her back.
They took the single away. It was just, I assume, ruled a redo since there's still one out on the scoreboard. One and one to Matthew. And that is swung on and miss. Shannon doing good work so far. He's got a 1-2 count on the second batter of the game for Iran. The hit was taken off the board, and this is shot into center field. Played by the center fielder, and he will miss it, and it's going to get by him. And played now, and it's going to be a single. So I got to ask, I know you had the George Springer home run. I'm going to flash
I would like to
this
say
up.
something. Sorry to burst your bubble, CRX, but they actually called a no swing.
Oh, they did? I didn't realize that.
They did, yeah.
I'm
It's
stuck
fine.
on the
I thought
ball
you knew
camera. There we go. That's roped. And it will get by him again. Same result. He'll get into right field. There's no right fielder. This can be trouble for Ireland. No one's going to go get it. J&A is going to run all the way out there. No one is getting the ball. Finally reacts. I think it went out of play.
Oh my goodness, what a fumble on the defensive side for the Irish. That is truly just a terrible reaction by not only the center fielder, but I don't even know who's in left field. I mean, they were right field, sorry, and I guess they weren't even paying attention to the game. And now the Iranians now would have an opportunity to get some brewing here.
Lucky to hold that to a single. It's 2-1. Hitters count. To Pity. Puts it on the ground into left field. Pretty routine. And he throws him out. 2 gone. Runner does advance to second. Puts him in scoring position. There are 2 outs.
And to answer your question, I presume you're going to talk about the George Springer thing. Yeah, man, that was amazing.
Well, there's one more I'm thinking of. That one, George Springer one, it's so hard because I saw the topic. I was looking at it yesterday. Which one is more clutch? When we get to the end of this top frame, I can show you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I think the Bautista home run is so much more memorable. This one's shot out to right center field. It's a favorable bounce. He'll make a recover play and throw it to first. That is out number 3. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's a scoreless inning from J&A. Let's take a look. Everyone knows this. I think everyone. If you don't know this, you've never watched baseball. Jose Bautista, no doubt home run off Dyson in Game 5 of the ALDS.
By the way, for the record, I would like to give my props to Sam Dyson, the guy aforementioned. First of all, that was a beautiful hit by Jose. I was 7 at the time of the actual hit, so I definitely still remember fresh out of my dome. But 11 years later, I gotta say, I'm gonna say George Springer was more memorable because it did get us to the World Series. And no disrespect on Jose, right? Jose was actually the man I was watching growing up as a baseball guy. Russell Martin, aforementioned Canadian from East York, my hometown. The thing is that these guys, they all have the clutch genes.
Out to right center field. It gets by, and is that stuck in the wall again?
It is, yes.
Second time that's happened so far.
Right.
Well, I think they did rule it a single. He's at first base, so a nice leadoff single for Ireland. Definitely outmatched. And Mikey, that's put into play. Yeah, it's put into play in the right field. They're going to go to second for 1. And there's going to be no throw. No double play. 1 out. We saw, thinking of double plays, go back to Duke. Turning the insane or turning UCLA, turning the double plays on Duke. Pretty sure they both did it actually to each other. That was such a great game. World Series. If you didn't watch that, it's on the channel. Game 5 and Game 4. Both ended on close games. One a walk-off home run and a huge grand slam. That is smacked into left field. Fair ball, and it's off the fence. He recovers and throws it to first. That's close, and he's going to be... Let's see. No call.
Looks to me, Sins is going to call tag.
He will. Or... Yep, tag and out. Runner to second. 2 gone. There's J&A. The runner at second. And J&A ropes this thing into right center field, but it's a favorable bounce for the center fielder. And J&A's out by a mile.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate for J&A. He rocked it, really. But it just goes right to the fielder.
We're at the top of the second, and a scoreless game. Mocha will start it for Ireland. Pardon me, Iran. That's a bouncer. Ball 1. The new scoreboard. They're testing a lot of things, including the bats. Development getting increased. That's sent out to left center field. It's off the wall. He's going to race for it, but he'll lose that race, and it's a single, and the ball is going to get away. J&A will shut it down. Leadoff hit for Iran to start the top of the second.
Yeah, definitely not exactly your ideal hit by Mocha, but it goes off the wall, and the fielders weren't able to really bring it up cleanly. So a nice hit by Mocha to really lead it off for Iran.
There is no left fielder. That ball is live. Mocha will go to third. The center fielder is AFK, and they're going to send Mocha, who'll hold at third. Trouble for Ireland. And then the ball...
And my God.
It's still alive, now dead. Second and third, no one out. And there was no time granted. I don't know where the left fielder went, but a line drive to left. Now it's set up for
man,
Iran.
That is unfortunate. I mean, first of all, I got to give credit to the Iranians right there for still keeping composed while running. They just can't believe that they didn't even get time, according to the Irish. They thought they were entitled to the timeout, but did no prevail.
Matthew will put the first run home, a little dump to left. He will go to the plate. It hits the runner off the back of his head. And it skips away. That's a run. It hit off Mocha's head. And it's 1-0. Iran. One more look at this. Oh, it hits right off his noggin.
Hopefully Mocha's all right.
They'll be at the corners. Would have been a recovery throw after not being in left field, but he was a good throw on target. Just hit the runner. Still no one out there at the corners. And Pitty puts one into center field. They should get an out of this one. And they're going to go home for some reason. J&A was lost. And that will bring home another run. It's 2-0. And that one's on J&A.
I am very shocked that J&A decided to go home, then go to first, because I thought he could have got the easy play there. And, sure, giving up the runs is going to be bad, but hey, you need to try to get the outs you can, and not going to where you're supposed to go, definitely not good, especially when it's now 2-0.
That is put into left field. They should have a play at first. They do. That's the first out of the inning, but it does advance the runners. It's a productive out.
Definitely a nice sack play by the Iranian player, and now with Mocha coming back to the plate, he could try to get some damage here with one out.
Second and third, both in scoring position. That is tapped into play. That's a fair ball.
Oh my God.
J&A's not covering the plate. J&A doesn't know where to go, and Matthew will score. And it's 3-0, and this is not looking good. J&A with another brain debacle. I don't even know what J&A just did. We'll go back and take another look. Did J&A just didn't even play it?
He didn't.
He just put his
Apparently
ball
to
out.
him, he didn't hit the hit sound. He just thought it was still nothing because he didn't hear the actual hit from the ball. And Mocha just continued to run, so props on him for not giving up on the play. And there was definitely a little bit of confusion near home plate when they had almost 2 runners going at once, but Pity went back to third, unscathed.
Puts that one foul down the right field line. They're at the corners. Good lead at first. No one covering. They did get another player. That is nice hit into right center field. Played by the center fielder, and that throw is offline. It's going to get away, and it's all the way to the backstop. 1 run is already scored. J&A recovers to play it, and he throws it into left field. That's going to bring home another run. Mojo will come home to score. No one's playing the ball.
Center fielder left.
Coming around third. That is an inside the park home run, and it's 5-0. 6-0 Iran.
And I think that might just be called a forfeit because the Irish just gave up.
They did.
Unbelievable. That was a gutless play by the center fielder for quitting on his team when they needed him the most.
It's not game yet. J&A is gone.
That was Mikey who left in center field.
There's a whole
Definitely
bunch
not
to
what I expected.
unpack on that play. That was a... Let's go back and look. There you go. It was a shot into center, played by the center fielder Mikey, who goes to first, not even close on throw, by J&A, gets to the backstop. A run's already scored, so J&A goes to third, and he throws it out into left field. The left fielders come in to back him up. No center fielder. That ball gets away, and the left fielder leaves, or someone left. And then he would come around to take the inside the park home run. That's
So I would like to confirm to you, CRX. So technically speaking, the game is a 5-0 Iranian win. They confirmed it with the officials. But they say for the sake of the game, they want to continue with a few subs to kind of let the player experience continue.
Yeah, to see these teams. I'm trying to think how these teams were developed. The lineup card for Ireland, the captain is not here. Barry Allen not here. KJ's not here. Mikey was here. Correa not. Jenny was. This is a pretty crappy team, so the umpires have left.
Oh, wow.
We won't waste time and watch a game that doesn't matter. But hopefully we can cover a game again that counts. It's ruled a 5-0 Iran final. It's a forfeit. Tough night for Ireland. Just checking to see. They only made it 2 innings. And that is it. For CSX41 and Dan, we'll definitely be back for another game. Hopefully we get a good one. But Iran are winners today by forfeit. They finish it in 2 innings. And that is how the night will end.
Definitely unfortunate way to end the game for us, unfortunately. I was very disappointed that the Irish gave up on the actual game, but it's definitely something that hopefully we don't see again, and hopefully see that we have more productive game for me and CRX Extreme.
Well, hang on one second. JNA's return. Is it over, or they've already...
I don't know.
They've submitted the final, but
Because
JNA... They haven't submitted the final yet.
I noticed his bias coming from me, who is also Iranian, but I think this game should be over. They gave up on the play. I'm sorry, JNA, he gave up on the game. And him coming back just for that, I mean, that is a gutless decision, really. It's a selfish decision trying to leave and then try to come back and paint themselves as a hero for. They're sort of rebranding into the scheme, so I'm definitely not a fan of his heroism, if you know what I mean.
I'm a little confused because the umpire left, and they got a whole bunch of play. I'm so...
I mean, they're saying that they don't take stats of in the WBC, which I guess makes sense, but I mean, they definitely take stats of the hits and the runs and whatever, right? That being said,
I'm pretty confused because we went to the bottom of the second.
right, that's
Here's a-
definitely I'm a little confused about.
I think... I'm so confused because... They're saying the game is not over, but we skipped 2 outs. I guess they're lying. I don't know. I think this game is over. I don't...
I don't know why there's a lot of players on Team Ireland.
Alright, I think this game is... All the umpires have left. It's only one. So this game is over. It's a 5-0 final. One more time, CSX and Dan. What is that? Okay. We're signing off. Ireland loses 5-0. Big win for Iran. So long. From Toronto. Good night.